Hi, and welcome to Dirty Moms Yoga. I am Molly. And before we get going, just make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Hit that bell icon. All that does is just get you notifications when new content is posted. So today's class, we are going to focus on pyramid pose, the little extra spice in there. If you have blocks, I recommend them. My blocks are in my garage and it's cold outside and I don't want to go get them. So I'm going to try to do it without it. I am sitting on a pillow to start with if you want to do that as well. So grab whatever you need and let's begin, shall we? So find a nice, comfortable seated position. Feel length out of your spine. You might notice that your pillow is very uneven and needs a little fluff. We're just going to adjust this so I can find a comfortable position. There we go. And just breathe. Allow those shoulders to melt down your spine as you feel your pelvis rooting down and the energy coming up your spine, out the crown of your head. And just take a couple moments and check in with yourself. Feel what areas are tight. And with every exhale, send some positive, loving energy to that spot and just imagine it melting away. Maybe you have more than one spot that needs attention. Guide yourself around as needed. And once you feel ready, you can gently open those eyes. Remove any props that are around you and come on back to your back. Oh, goodness gracious. Allow those legs just to come up underneath you. The soles of your feet together. Should not have worn a little clip in my hair today. Here we go. Feel the soles of the feet into the earth. It's a day. Everybody has a day, right? Dirty Moms Yoga. We're having a day today. Feel that low back release. Hug your right knee into your chest and just circle it around, kind of warming up and lubing that joint, that hip joint. You can keep that left foot bent, or you can reach it long down. Hug that knee into your chest. Feel the nice stretch in that low back. Thinking of that sacrum falling down towards the earth. Elongating that bottom leg will get you a little extra love in that left hip flexor. Hug that knee now into that armpit, opening up. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. And then hug that knee over the cross body, keeping your shoulders and your spine on the ground, just getting a little stretch into that glute. This one feels really good, and I'm tight today. How are you feeling? Back to center. Kick that leg up towards the ceiling. Flex those toes back. You can grab behind that hamstring and just really think about lengthening behind that knee to the best of your ability. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, point those toes towards the ceiling. Point those toes. Flex them back and roll that ankle around one way and then the other, and allow the leg to fall down long next to the left. Bring both soles of the feet back to the mat. Feel the grounding energy into the feet. Hug that left knee into your chest and roll that knee around, that leg around, warming up into that hip socket. Continuing to keep that leg bent, or you can lengthen it down below you. Hug the knee into your chest. The side's not as tight as the right side. You notice a difference? Just acknowledge if there's a difference. I like to lengthen my leg, feeling a little extra love in the right hip flexor now. Then hug that knee over into the left armpit. Cross body, allow that knee to fall over, keeping the shoulders and the spine on the mat. Crossing that knee over towards the right, go opening up that left glute. Hug that knee back to center, and then kick that foot up towards the ceiling. Ooh, this side's really tight. I'm having a hard time straightening my knee, and that's okay. I'm just going to hang out here until it's ready. Continuing to send that energy behind the knee to lengthen, flex those toes back, and then exhale and point those toes towards the ceiling. If you have a strap, you can always place those on the soles of the feet and give it a little bit more of a lengthening if you want. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen down towards that left side. Shake it out. Go ahead and roll on over to your side, coming up to a seated position. Gotta fix my silly hair. Wasn't a smart option today. That's okay. Allow those legs to fall in front of you. Flex those toes. You can move that fleshy part away from your sitting bones. Feel length out of the front body. Drop the shoulders down. Exhale, forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Go only as far as is comfortable. If you need a little tiny bend in your knees, feel free to do so. If you're really tight and you feel you can't lengthen out of the spine, if you sit back up on that pillow, that might help a little bit. And just keep working at it. Inhale, exhale, feel the length out of that sacrum down towards the mat. Relax the shoulders, deep breath in, and another exhale. Inhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Swing those legs around to tabletop position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Jazz hand those hands and suction cup towards that mat. Inhale the right leg behind you. Give a little arch in your back, a little variation in cat-cow. And then exhale, draw that knee into your nose. Inhale, lengthen out. Arch that spine. Exhale, round cat with a little knee. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, curl in. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl in. Come back to neutral position and then just roll around. Opening up the hips, warming up the shoulders and the wrists. Go one way and then the other. Ooh, knees popping. Come back into that neutral position once you've finished. Jazz hands, suction cup towards that mat. Draw that navel in. Inhale, reach the left leg behind you. Arch it back, look up, look cow variation. And then exhale, draw it all in. Touch that knee to your nose as close as you can. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale. And exhale. Really feel the spine opening. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Back to neutral position. You can flip those hands around. Maybe the palms face up and then little circles around, opening up the wrist. You might be surprised. You may not be doing as big as circles. I'm doing nice tiny ones. This is good if you have any wrist pain or tight forearms, hand pain. Nice gentle movements. Flip those hands back. Place your palms, one palm in front of the other, or I guess one handprint in front of the other. Tuck those toes, lift that tailbone high, downward facing dog. Bend those knees if it feels better. Really rotate those biceps next to your ears and then drop one heel down at a time, taking a walk, opening up those calves, opening up those feet. Are you breathing? Come back into a neutral position. Bend deeply into those knees. Look between those hands. Walk the feet to the hands for forward fold. If you have a hard time reaching the mat, you can place those hands on top of blocks in any height that's comfortable for you. Allow the head just to fall down and just kind of wiggle and shake it out. You can sway, grabbing those elbows in a little ragdoll. Come back into a neutral position. Bend deeply into those knees. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel those feet rooting into the earth. Feel the energy coming up those feet, up the legs, up the spine, and out the crown of your head. Soften your shoulders. Inhale the arms up. Upward salute. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Find that flat back. Draw that navel in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Step one foot back and then the other. Option to fold chaturanga, or you can drop those knees down, hug those elbows in, and then slowly lower in a variation of chaturanga. And that's usually what I do. Untuck those toes. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale, cobra. Draw the shoulders down and back. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower. Tuck those toes. Come through plank or tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, draw that knee to your nose and step the foot between your hands. Step the left foot in shortly, or just a little bit. I don't know how to say that. You can place those hands on those blocks on either side of your foot. Draw that right hip bone back, left hip bone forward. Scissor those inner thighs together. Feel length out of the front body for pyramid. Reach out of the crown of your head, and then exhale and forward fold. Inhale, come half up, and then exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, come half up. Really squeeze those inner thighs together. Exhale, forward fold. Bend deeply into the front knee. Plant those hands. Step your foot back. Chaturanga of your choice. Drop those knees. Hug the elbows in and slowly lower down. Untuck those toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, stay. Really press that pubic bone down into the earth. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale, drop those heels down. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose. Step the foot between your hands and shorten that stance by stepping in the right foot. Draw the left hip bone back, right hip bone forward. Really squeeze those inner thighs together. Feel length out of the front body, placing your hands on blocks if need be. And then exhale and forward fold over your pyramid. Inhale, come half up. Draw those shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold over. Again, inhale. And exhale, forward fold over. Then deeply into that front knee, plant those hands, step on back, high plank, chaturanga of your choice. Body's warming up, listen to it. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, drop those heels, lift the tailbone high. Engage those quads by lifting up the kneecaps. Take another big deep breath in. Exhale, really push that floor away. Inhale, come high up on those toes. Look between your hands. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands, step one foot back and then the other. Flow of your choice, hugging those elbows in. Slowly lower yourself down to your mat. Up dog or cobra. If you're coming to up dog, really lengthen that tailbone down towards those heels. Engage those quads by lifting the kneecaps. Draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, flip those toes, downward facing dog. If up dog is not in your repertoire, stick with cobra. You could even do sphinx pose. The options are endless. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, step the foot between your hands. Shorten that stance. If balance is an issue, make that stance wider. Really scissor those inner thighs together. Inhale, feel length out of the spine. Draw those shoulder blades together. Come half up. And then exhale, forward fold down. Firmly press those feet into your mat. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half up. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Bend into that left knee and kick your, what am I saying? Bend your left knee, kick your right foot up. Place your hands on blocks. Really lift the right inner thigh up towards the ceiling. So you can come half up for warrior 3 variation. You can bring your hands into the heart center. Let's see if I can keep my balance. You can bring them out into airplane or reach them up overhead for full warrior 3. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, really ground that left foot down. Reach the fingers and the toes away from your body. Whichever variation you're in, take a big deep breath in. Exhale, bend into that knee, slowly lower down into the plank. Maybe you fall, maybe you don't. And that's how we learn. Find yourself in cobra or upward facing dog. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, drop those heels down, lift the tailbone high. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, step the foot between your hands, shorten your stance. Really scissor those inner thighs together, press firmly into those feet. Inhale, come half up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, feel length. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Maybe you're noticing those blocks can go on a lower height. Maybe you're able to remove those blocks. Maybe you're still on the highest height. Whichever you feel is comfortable in this pose, that's the one you want to do. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, shift that weight over the right foot. Bend the knee. Bring those hands and those blocks in front of you, kind of underneath your eyes, your gaze. Inhale the left leg up. Really rotate the inner thigh of the left up towards the ceiling. Come up halfway if you can. Really engage that core. Root down into that right foot. You got this. Inhale. Hands at heart center or airplane or reaching out in front of you. Warrior 3. Really reach those fingers and those toes away from you. I'm falling over. That's okay. Coming back into that pose if you fall. Challenge yourself. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bend into that knee. Plant the feet and hands down. Vinyasa of your choice. Drop those knees if you like, or maybe go into cat-cow, or maybe you're just going into child's pose. Whichever you like. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take another big deep breath in. We're not glitching. I am. Drop those heels down. Bring those knees down to your mat nice and wide. Big toes touch. Child's pose. Allow your breath to slow down. Slowly roll up and make your way to your back. Hug those knees in. Remove the hair clip if it's in your way. That was a silly thing I did today. Roll those knees around. Kick both feet up towards the ceiling. Flex those toes back. Firmly press the palms and the backs of the shoulders into the earth. Cross the right leg over the left leg. Bring the left foot down. Little figure 4, opening up that right knee to the side. You can grab behind that hamstring if you like. Take a big deep breath in and draw that left knee towards your chest. Slowly release out of that position. Kick that right leg up one more time and then bring the sole of the foot to the earth. Left leg kicks up, cross your ankle over that right knee. Figure 4, other side. You can grab behind that right hamstring and acknowledge again. Just see if there's any difference between one side and then the other. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Allow the foot to come back towards the earth. Inhale the left leg high and allow the sole of the foot to come back towards the ground. Hug those knees in one more time. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, unfurl yourself into Shavasana. Palms can face up, legs are down below. You can take a pillow or rolled up blanket underneath your knees. It'll get your low spine in more of a neutral position. Just allow the shoulders to relax. Relax the face. Allow the breath to soften and come naturally in and out. You have an option of staying here for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach the legs down long and the arms up overhead for a nice good morning stretch. And then walk your feet in towards your pelvis and rolling over to one side for fetal. And when you're ready, slowly make your way up to a seated position, adding height if you need. Bring those hands into heart center. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Thank you for joining in. That was a little Speedy Express class today, focusing on pyramid and really finding that strength in that warrior 3. I hope you enjoy our classes. Make sure you do subscribe. You check out all of the other offerings we have on our channel. There's so many varieties. And I thank you so much for showing up for yourself today. Namaste.